I kind of can't believe I didn't include this play as one of the One Play Wednesday film study videos that I do. If you're unfamiliar with the concept or with, the initiative I'm doing, I'm trying to just focus on one play at a time on Wednesdays, 5-minute videos, although a couple of them have ended up being significantly longer than that. This one's I don't know if this is Lamar Jackson's greatest throw ever. I mean, he had the unbelievable throw to Mark Andrews, the left side of the end zone, scrambling right to left against Washington in 2020 for a touchdown, 37-yarder, I think. You had the sick lead out of empty formation to Marquise Brown last year in Denver, week 4, out of empty, 55-yard bomb, 52-yard bomb, something like that. 4 plays before this one is an incredible throw on a 3rd and 6, fit into Mark Andrews to keep the drive alive, a drive that started from the Ravens' own 2-yard line after the defense made a goal line stand. I'm not sure what to say about this one. I mean, I first saw it, I thought it was quarter, half by the Bengals. It kind of looks like it's cover 3 with the outside linebacker D-end Hubbard dropping to the flats where, these are your 4 underneath droppers, deep third, middle third, deep third. Could be quarter, half, and cover 3 kind of look the same sometimes. It's just a way to designate how much of the field a particular DB is responsible for, but you've got a running back going out into the flats. Von Bell, a spectacular defender. If you watch my videos this week, you know what I think of him. And then it's flood. Okay, so Andrews is running the deeper portion, or high-low in Von Bell. So if, for whatever reason, Von Bell was to, jump this route, it would make this throw for Lamar easier. If he sits too high, then we can hit the running back in the flats. It's a high-low concept. That's a flood. So that's why I say I think this is cover 3, where you got a flat defender. And I don't know how Lamar fits this over top of this defender while he's getting hit by Trey Hendrickson. It's under center play action. And as somebody, I can't remember who it was in a comment earlier tonight on a video, Mark B maybe said, Lamar's footwork doesn't look fundamental to me, but it's very balanced and puts him in position to throw. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what's not. I mean, I agree with the statement in terms of he's balanced and ready to throw. Whenever I see Lamar get back here and that right leg kick, boom, and push forward, he knows where he's going with the ball. Now, you could say, well, he's throwing it to Mark Andrews. Well, you've got a point there. There's no Rashad Bateman in this game. And I think that Duvernay's route down here to the bottom is just a clear-out route. This is just a clear-out route to hold the corner and clear the space for Andrews. Normally, Andrews would run it from the other side of the field, so it would take a longer time to develop. So in this case, Trey Hendrickson has, a little bit less time to get there, and he gets there right as Lamar's throwing. I mean, Trey Hendrickson's a hell of a player, too. If you're a Ravens fan, you watch my videos this week or the previews, you probably get tired of me saying that type stuff. Very complimentary of the Bengals defense. I think the proof is in the pudding. They have not given up a single touchdown in the second half in 2022, which, if you paid any attention during the AFC playoffs last year, they did the same thing in the AFC playoffs last year. Now, I think they gave up 1 or 2 touchdowns, in the AFC playoffs in the second half. I may be wrong. Maybe it was only 1. I'm talking about at Kansas City in the AFC title game, at Tennessee in the AFC divisional game, and then the week before at home against the Raiders. I'm not sure how he fits this ball over the top. That's an unbelievable effort by, I think that's Pratt, underrated player in his own right. And then Andrews to hold on to the ball while getting collisioned by the corner. Got to give that corner, that's Eli Apple, credit. He was playing cover 3, so his back or his butt is to the sideline, and he was able to see when Lamar released it and then break on the ball, make contact with Andrews, almost dislodge it. We'll pull it back to the All-22. I've done a bunch. This is Apple down here. I've done a bunch of these videos today. I'm not sure if you guys enjoy them. They're kind of low views sometimes. That's fine. I mean, I don't take it personal, but I'm trying to show concepts that are interesting, or in this case, just show throws that are unbelievable. Again, usually Andrews will be going from the other side of the field in this over concept. You get to clear out here. And for those of you that are maybe not aware of it, the Ravens running backs on play action typically almost go out to the left side. Why? To complement Andrews' route here. So I think the Ravens are going against their tendencies or trying to just create a different look by having Andrews run the flood. I offer to you that when he comes back, we've got to put Bateman in the slot. We've got to do this with Bateman. We can't just be creating route advantages for Andrews and not our receivers, not a guy who has big playability. Now, you're not going to get a big play out of this in terms of a 50-yard touchdown. It's a clear out and a flood concept. So you're going to get a catch with very little yards after the catch. I hate that acronym YAC because there's people who only mention YAC and they don't even understand how it happens, how you design plays for that to occur. In my opinion, we got to get Bateman in the slot and get him some opportunities to get the ball on easy completions like this. And what I mean by saying easy is he's untouched. He's not dealing with press man. He's not dealing with press man with a safety over the top because you've got a clear out route that's helping him. That's the difference, if you ask me, for the balls that Andrews catches and the balls that Bateman will catch as the X generally. And I personally think Bateman is a number one receiver. I hate even using that phrase, number one receiver, because some of y'all rely on it like a crutch. Like, we don't have a number one, we've got to go get someone. I don't think you're recognizing the talent that Rashad Bateman has, for real. He's not off to the best start this year. There's no doubt about that. I can't lie. I can't try to make something up where it's not occurring. But I think the big plays are there. And putting him in the slot, if you ask me, in some ways would make some of these throws for Lamar easier. And that's my overall point, the way I'm going to wrap this video up. Sometimes when you're throwing it to Mark Andrews, he's a big target, he's a big guy, but the acceleration to get from here to there isn't the same as Bateman's acceleration. It's not. He's got a big catch radius, no doubt. I think sometimes Lamar would be able to throw the ball sooner if he was targeting a receiver who actually had a little bit of breakaway speed, like I think Rashad Bateman does in Devin Duvernay. Certainly not down in Mark Andrews. He was a rock in this game. And on this 8th possession, I think he had 2 third-down catches to keep the drive going. We didn't target him on the 3rd and 6 down near the goal line. We targeted Likely. And Andrews was a superstar on the final drive, the 9th drive, where we won it on Justin Tucker's field goal. This video went on a little bit longer. Let me know in the comment section if you think this is Lamar's best throw ever. I think it's possibly the most interesting because he's under center, executing a play-action fake, kicking off that power foot here. He's got a power angle created. And then throwing the ball over the top of a linebacker in front of a corner who's a better football player than you think, Eli Apple, for a huge completion, 19-yard gain. Helped us go down there and get a 16-10 lead, which we relinquished and then took back in the final 2 minutes of the game. Let me know what you think. If you think this is Lamar's best throw ever, if you're as impressed by this throw as I am, I think it's one that we'll be looking back on at the end of the season and saying this was a moment here where we should have seen certain numbers, we should have seen certain impact coming in terms of 6, 8, 10 more throws like this happening over the course of the regular season when he's under center, play action, kicking back and throwing the football. And I think this is just a precursor to us looking back at the end of the regular season after another possible MVP designation. Let me know what you think of that idea and my breakdown in the comment section.